going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here. It's time for another person of interest. It's episode number 9 for this season, which I have been loving this show so far. It's been a very, very fun and exciting series to follow. And, you know, after the shenanigans that went down in episode 7, I was still very impressed with how episode 8 went along, especially with the similarities with Colin Reese. And yeah, it was just really, really great stuff exploring that. So yeah, why don't we get into this episode of Person of Interest? I'm looking forward to delving into what happens in this week's installment. So with that said, let's go.
All right.
I don't think it's going to be Reese, is it? Could be.
Hello, Yusuf.
Oh! Shit!
I fell down the stairs. If he puts his hands on you,
Her
again,
partner,
call me.
they could burn in hell.
Got a cop, took a shot at you because you got too close, and you came here to warn me?
Look,
Consider it a
it's your
courtesy
funeral. It's not a saying.
Task
It's
force going after this Elias,
gonna be
or
a
is it
case of
just
you prepare for
detective?
it.
That young man bought this Marquita soda from your store. He walked out and got shot like a dog in the street.
He was he was left to the wolves.
He left the store. I heard the shots, but I didn't see anything.
Okay, so you heard shots. You didn't look out.
Whose number came on?
Mutual friend of ours.
Oh! Oh no! No! Unless, I mean, obviously she got that warning. Unless she does something rash. But oh, this is spicy.
You better hurry up.
Almost got it.
Forget it. Get out of there now.
Oof. Quick work. Quick work.
And a GPS tracker.
He was very, very quick. Yeah. Now, this is going to be tricky, though, because they have to try and stay off Carter's radar for as much as possible.
Mr. Reese. 180-gram vinyl and Xerox Alto when I can find one.
Getting to know a little bit
Style
more.
is for Detective Fusco.
Fusco's into dolls?
He is now, but you want to keep eyes on Detective Carter.
It's a start for Fusco.
Detecting. And then there's Elias, ruthless killer, organized crime boss, who's already taken a shot at her.
Well, she's a walking target. Gonna have to keep her in sight at all times.
You have to be careful. Get too close, you risk getting caught.
Exactly. This is why
What am
I'm,
I supposed to do? Let her
you
catch
know,
a bullet?
thriving for this
What will you do if she
episode.
ca-
Lionel.
Thanks, but no thanks. It's not my birthday. I don't know what the hell you're trying to
I
tell me.
would have loved it if it was his
Put it on your desk
birthday.
and face it towards Carter.
Why?
Because there's a camera inside and we need to know everyone she's talking to.
You know something I know?
Shut up and get your head down.
Thanks for making it look good, Detective. Think I tweaked my wrist.
That was a little too theatrical, bottle cap.
Love
Hey,
it.
wait a
Love
minute,
it.
I think she knows him.
Yeah.
It's all for show. Must be one of her CIs.
I didn't see the car. I hear nobody talk about Hector, but I can ask around.
Good looking out, VC. If you get anything back on Hector or Elias,
There's more where that came
Just
from.
the, you know, little informants out there.
The proper back channels. Up the chain of command. Permission granted. It's just gotta look clean.
Clean. You mean like in the line of
Shit.
duty?
What an
Sounds so
ass.
military, Cap.
Careful on this block. I heard some kid got popped last night.
You
You got any kids,
dickhead.
Detective?
Oh, no way.
stay off this block. I see this car roll by one more time, I'm gonna impound it.
I'll be seeing you around, Mr. Castillo.
Oh, nah.
Gun.
Man as angry and bitter as you are. I got a feeling it ain't that big, Eddie.
I gotta
Get him!
Finch. I sure like her style.
Yeah.
I think we.
Out that I helped you. They will kill my wife. They will kill my son. I would rather you just kill me now.
Yeah, family is a definite hard-hitting aspect for her.
If she wasn't around, it would probably solve a lot of your problems now, wouldn't it?
If anything happens to her, Lionel, I'm coming for you next.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shh! Reese, what? What?
That just put him out of business.
Ooh.
I see him again, I'll close down more than this shop.
I love how he's just jipping one of the cars as well. Love it.
Changed everything.
Shit. Her
You
partner.
and me, we're not that different. No. We want the same thing. For our children to walk down the street and not be afraid.
That's it. Like, oh.
Show me where those
Hands out, I will get you that reward money. I'll meet you later. You can take you to
Not
dinner
at
at
the
your
finish
favorite
line.
spot.
Just yet.
Yeah, but only 'cause it's you. You've always been good to me, Carter.
Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? Because he's said too much.
Yes. Me and Hector was the morning. Hector's a morning person. He likes to spoon.
No.
Hello? Hello?
Ouch!
Who is this? Wait, who the hell are you?
Oh no! Oh
Okay,
no!
all
No!
right,
No! No!
all
No!
right,
No! No! No!
looks like
No!
You two got a lot.
We got into this to stop bad things from happening to good people. Carter's been doing that her whole life. She's not just another number, Finch.
Paralleling
Some
that
people the
to.
world can't afford to lose.
Oh.
Either one of you ready to make a
Paralleling
statement?
that to,
I
you
got
know,
a
you're not
statement.
just a
Hector
negotiation.
Alvarez is a damn.
NYPD, open up.
I have a feeling he's. Yeah, I have a feeling that Reese has gotten to Kovac. Like he's just tied up.
What the hell?
I wasn't wrong.
You should know the man's running guns. He has an arsenal at his fingertips.
Why are you helping me? And
You're a
how do
good
you
person.
keep finding out all of this information?
Like you said. I always seem to know.
And you're a good person, so.
We can. Your wife is pressing charges, Eddie. We get a warrant on Hector Alvarez yet?
No, 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 no. You. You died. Shit. Oh. Okay. Looks like you made a bad turn, buddy.
Got a new set of bracelets. Should keep him busy for a while.
That's for Ronnie.
One of those guys are gonna be like, the fuck did you do? You didn't even do shit!
You always been good to me, but I ain't got no choice.
It's the one you least suspect. Shit! Oh!
Sorry. Said it's either gonna be you.
It was the one that didn't seem to pose a danger until.
Alive, Carter.
Yeah.
He didn't make it back. Accidents happen.
Nah. Get the fuck out!
I gave him my word. I promised I'd protect him.
My job to care.
What is wrong with you?
Damn, that.
You can't just break God.
That is cold.
Who lives and who dies?
You want to stand on your high horse? Go ahead.
Whoa.
Don't expect me and my men to back.
Finch, once and for all.
Push him off. Push him off the roof. Push him off the roof!
Body falls from this height, it's messy. Of course I don't care if he so much as touches Detective Carter again. I will put him, you, everyone in the ground.
Oh, nah! Ooh! Fucking hell! Because you're not gonna, like... Yeah.
You work too hard.
Oh, you dropped something. Oh?
Wouldn't know how to if I tried.
I don't like it.
She's gonna be putting the map together, right? Come on, there's your guardian angel. There's your guardian angel, Carter. Because that's it, though. I mean, she obviously heard what happened with Hector, and then obviously that talk when she was warned about that someone was literally going for her. And now, you know, there's that. That's my guardian angel. So that was good. Oh, that was so good. Oh, man. No, but I'm glad that we did get a bit more info about Detective Carter because, I mean, obviously with her trailing Reese, you know, it is a, you know, there's so much that, well, you could only run so far really until their paths do cross. And whereas it kind of did in this episode, we're still at a distance between Reese and Carter with Joss Carter. Yeah. No, but that's it. I mean, it's great to get a bit more involvement with her character, find out a bit more about, you know, how she can really have a way of words to, you know, people like that Yusuf and that, and you know, who she's lost and all of. I had a feeling it was going to be her partner, but I mean, it was just really solid stuff. Woo! Superb episode. Yeah, this was a really important episode, and a really well done episode as well, in my opinion. I really loved how it all came about and how we've gotten to know a bit more about Carter. Because it was, I think, due time to start learning a bit more about Carter. I mean, she's been there since the beginning. We see her every so often try to, you know, be involved in certain matters that Reese might be involved with. Obviously, Reese will have beaten her to the punch at times. But, you know, it's always been that way, hasn't it? She's been chasing Reese, and we don't really get to know her too much. And this episode really opens a bit of, you know, a bit more about Carter. Obviously, some things will be kept, you know, in the unknown for some time. But we got to know a bit more. We got to trust Carter a bit more. I mean, not that we didn't before, but I say that because, you know, I don't think her first name, has been brought up prior to this episode, and you know, it's kind of like we're getting a bit more trust into Carter, as well as obviously a lay of the land in terms of her characterization and what, and I guess the motivations to her character. Like especially with the flashbacks, with Yusuf and how she was trying to help him, trying to help, you know, his family. She could have beaten she could have gone the whole Reese approach. But instead she tried to be very empathetic. She tried to pierce his heart, which, you know, she did. And so creates that tragedy when, you know, someone who I guess is viewed as the enemy, has those has that moment in terms of like he is like the show's trying to humanize his character, and then you've got her comrade, you've got Carter's comrade saying, well, accidents happen, which I take that as, you know, they assassinated him because, you know, he is an enemy and he needs to be taken off the map. So, but it makes sense in terms of they assassinated him because of the fact that, you know, it's such a contrast in terms of she was interrogating him, but she was not, you know, beating the shit out of him or anything like that. Instead, she tried to empathize. She tried to be human to Yusef. And then her, you know, comrades, yeah, they lack that humanity there. And that she is all alone in this because, you know, they get things get things done their way. And she is choosing a more humane approach. She is trying to take things into a more sensitive, empathetic manner. So, yeah. And it's just, you know, it just, of course, create that tragic element for Carter back then. And you could see how she is trying to utilize some of these tactics in present day. And I really, really do like how it all came about to that guy that did shoot Carter, that homeless guy, under orders from Elias, of course. But it does hurt in a bit of a different way, because with Yusef, she tried to break through to him, which she did, and her comrades assassinated what I'm getting, like I said, and her comrades assassinated Yusef. With what's happened in the present day, she had a bit of a rapport against with this homeless guy, and then he, in his mind, felt like he was getting let, and Elias approached him saying, okay, you don't have much options, so you're going to take down Carter. But there creates that tragic element because of the fact that there is that little bit of a rapport for Carter. And yeah, again, it just sucks because it's like, well, it's not like well, for Carter it might be a bit of a betrayal, but you get the idea. It's the person you least suspect that just gets you. So but yeah, I really do like the fact that we get to see how things came about for Carter, about, you know, not just in terms of her drives and how, I guess, moments like in Afghan have kind of shaped her into the person she is today, but also just a bit about her in general, about how she's a single mother, and, you know, just understanding her character a bit further, like how you know, great of a person she is, to the point where even Reese, that moment where he was like, where he was reflecting on, you know, there are good people out there and how Carter is one of them. You know, she's been doing this her whole life, and, you know, she doesn't deserve to have this target on her back. That was, you know, it just speaks volumes about how great of a character she is, and how, you know, even her kindness and what she does, how she's trying to protect as many, like, you saw how many cases were against her in this episode, in terms of you have the Kovac situation, you have of course the Hector situation, and then there's the Elias sitch. And she is working like a powerhouse to try and be there as much as possible. And of course, it does add to the suspense. Okay, who is gonna try to get Carter, because, you know, her number came up, and it's this mystique, of course, about you know, what is gonna happen. Because whilst everyone might be out to get it, it's like, who's the one that's going to pull the trigger, of course? Who's going to bite first? Because it could have been the abusive partner. It could have been, you know, Hector and that. So, yeah, but, yeah, I wasn't... I mean, I wasn't... See, that's it, though. I was suspecting that the homeless guy would be gunned down for snitching. But it makes sense that he is the, like, especially when you partner that with the flashback sequence, it makes sense that the empathy, like the empathy shared to that homeless guy was, you know, was a detriment, really. And not to say that she should, you know, cut away empathy and all of that, but it just adds to the heartbreak, doesn't it? Like, you build so much of a rapport to this person, and it just absolutely shatters your heart when the person I guess you least suspect does that. So, but yeah, no, it was just really, really great. And I really loved the full focus as well, because I felt like we got a lot. I mean, it wasn't like Finch and Reese were there for just one scene, but I felt like we took a very, very heavy interest into Carter as a whole. I mean, she had a lot on her plate in this episode, like I just alluded to, but it was just really, really great to see that. And not just that though, but to see how I guess Reese has a bit of, I mean, I feel like he has a bit of an appreciation anyways to Carter. Like I said, as alluded to the fact that he views her in such high esteem in terms of, you know, she's done this her whole life. But I feel like just in general with the events of this episode, you can see a bit of a bit of a, I don't know, respectability both ways. I would say being, being built, because with Carter, even though that she didn't get a clear look at him because he was in the dark, Guardian Angel, like when there was moment, like she's heard all of the bike noises, and based on, you know, the first report about him blowing up shop at Hector's place and all of that. And then she's kept track and all of that, and, you know, that final shot, she knows that's her guardian angel, but she hasn't had a clear look at his face. So, but she knows that, you know, even if he does work outside the law and all of that, maybe Reese is doing a good thing. So, because there are people who work within the law that do some shady things. So there's quite the opposite, where someone's working outside the law trying to do good, trying to save people whose numbers are come up. So yeah, so it was just really, really great. And, you know, even Reese being, like, when he lost Carter, I heard the concern in his voice there. Like, he even said it, like, the world can't lose Carter because of what she does. So yeah, but it was just really, really great. Like I said, the way that we had quite a few cases going on was just added to the suspense, as well as the fact that I mean, I had a feeling she wasn't going to die, even if she was going down, as later affirmed by Reese, that, you know, good job you took the vest suggestion, as I mentioned. But it did add to the suspense, I felt, because, like I said, it was going to be, whilst they might have had might have had drives to get at Carter, especially with Elias. And it was great to, you know, continue that in small doses in this episode. It was going to be a matter of who bit first. So, and of course, Elias wants her out the way, so as much as possible. So, yeah. But no, this was a really, really solid episode. This was great. I felt like it was a real good moment to finally get a bit of a story that heavily involved Carter rather than this kind of cat and mouse game, I guess you could say, that was going on. So yeah, it was just a really, really phenomenal episode. So yeah, I even loved the little squabbles between both people that, you know, Hector was sleeping with, as well as, you know, Fusco with the little doll thing. So, which I'm imagining that's still going to keep eyes on, because that's still going to be active, isn't it? So that's going to keep eyes on on Carter and all of that, but it was really, really great stuff to get a bit more about Carter's character, you know, how she does things the way she does, and you know, how empathetic she is, and yeah, it was just really, really superb stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!